She was always on time until now, then the owner tells her they need to talk. She was going to be late. She frantically looked at the clock and cringed, she didn't want to mess this up. She knew that most employers were unforgiving when it comes to tardiness, and she had no one to blame but herself. She took a deep breath and faced her employer. She didn't just apologize for her tardiness, not wanting to be an inconvenience, she also told her employer that he might need to hire someone new. But his response made her burst into tears. Veronica Solis had always been a good employee. She worked at the Kids College Learning Center as a cook. She loved her job and she was very passionate about it. Unfortunately, her health unexpectedly started to degrade, which led to a decrease in her work performance. She kept her diagnosis a secret from her boss in fear of losing her job, but it seems hiding it was starting to get more difficult as time passed by. Running a business is not easy, and for Alex Rios, he knew this fact really well. After all, he's been running the Kids College Learning Center for several years now. He's already dealt with a handful of employees before, and he knew that in order to run a good business, he had to make the right decisions. But now, he's faced with one of the most difficult decisions as a businessman. Veronica has been having a hard time keeping up a clean record. She would clock in late, which was really unlike her. She had been undergoing treatment for cancer. It was difficult, but in the end, she was able to eventually beat cancer. But Veronica was still clocking in late. It turns out, Veronica had other problems aside from her health. Alex started to take notice, and it soon became a cause for concern. He was running a business after all. Alex heaved a heavy sigh and dialed Veronica's number. As he patiently waited for her to pick it up, Veronica was terribly anxious on the other side of the line. As soon as Veronica picked up, Alex greeted her immediately and went straight to the point. He values his employees and he felt that he needed to get at the bottom of this. Veronica used to be consistently good at her job, but her tardiness had started to worry him. Alex went to the point and gently confronted Veronica. "It's really important to not be late to work, as it is our responsibility to be to work on time," he told her. The line went silent. Alex then broke the silence. "Veronica, are you there?" he asked. He was surprised when he heard the muffled sounds of sobbing in the background. Alex wondered why Veronica would cry over such a question, then he knew that Veronica must be going through something. Veronica knew there was no point in hiding anymore, she had to tell her boss the problem at some point, and it seems the time has come. She then told Alex the truth about why she had always been tardy despite being healed. It was because she didn't have a car. Initially, Veronica would carpool to work with her mother, but after her mother moved to another state, Veronica then started to have a difficult time commuting to work. She knew that if this keeps up, Alex's business would eventually suffer, and she didn't want to cause that. She then told her boss that it would be better if he would find someone else who can arrive consistently at work on time. Naturally, Alex felt bad for Veronica. But he knew that if this keeps up, his business would be the one that will suffer. He knew the importance of being on time and how much they lose when an employee is consistently tardy. He can't just let Veronica's tardiness slip. Alex then thought about what he could do about it. Alex, along with his team of cameramen, was shooting footage at his daycare the next day. When they were asked why they were doing it, Alex simply explained that it was just for an advertisement for the daycare center. It was perfect, nobody seemed to have any suspicions about what Alex was actually planning to do. Alex toured the cameramen around the daycare until they finally reached his destination, the kitchen area. There they caught Veronica in action, doing her job as usual. She was rolling out fresh enchiladas for children's lunch for the day. "So this is our kitchen area," Alex said. He then directs the camera towards Veronica. "We cook all our meals here fresh, daily, and this is my remarkable cook," he said. Veronica was shocked. Veronica was confused, she found herself wondering what was going on. Alex then began to ask Veronica an important question. "Why is Kids College the best?" Alex asked her. Without hesitation, Veronica gave him an honest answer. She told everyone proudly how she was happy with her job and that she loved working there. Alex then asked her to step outside. As Veronica stepped outside, she was shocked by what she saw. There was a car parked outside of the daycare. She wondered what it was for. It turns out, it was Alex's gift to her. Alex jokingly said that Veronica wouldn't have any reasons to be tardy anymore. Veronica was surprised, she couldn't believe that her employer would do something this big for her. She started crying tears of joy. "Why would he do this for me?" Veronica asked at the back of her mind. She wondered why her employer would go through such lengths to keep her. Alex values his employees. When he sees that they're dedicated and genuine towards their job, he knows that they're a keeper. "It is not every day that we can do something like this for other people, but right now that I am able to, why not do it for someone that cares for you and takes good care of your business? It's because we love her, and she has inspired my life to never give up and always work hard," Alex explained. Alex shared how heartbroken he felt when he heard Veronica crying over the phone, especially when she told him that it would be better to hire someone else instead. Veronica had been a consistently good employee to him for several years and he didn't want to break the bond that they shared. She started crying and she said for me to look for another employee because she did not have a car and had no one to give her a ride. After hanging up with her, I felt in my heart to just go buy her a car, Alex shared. Alex caught everything on tape and he decided to share the video on the internet. But how did the people react? People went crazy. They couldn't believe that an employer as good as Alex existed. After all, it's not every day that you see an employer treat his employee with a car. Over 3 million people have viewed Alex's video on YouTube. If I'm ever lucky enough to own my own business, I hope to be the kind of boss you are. I feel if you take care of your employees, they will take care of you. Such an awesome gesture this was. One comment said. It's important to make sure your business is doing well, but it's more important that you maintain a good relationship with your employees. After all, without them running your business would be more difficult. Alex and Veronica's story proves how having a good relationship with your employer can result in wonderful things.